Yo, what's good with all this Christmas slayer? People's out here really bugging out. Really bugging out. We seen what happened in Florida. Oh my God, that's such a sad story. It breaks my heart. Over Christmas gifts. A 14-year-old beefing with his 15-year-old brother. Ends up taking out his sister while his sister's holding a child. Because he was beefing with his brother and mother because who got more gifts? Like, it was just crazy. It still don't make no sense to me. Like, I need to know what the gifts were. At this point, I need to know what the gifts were. Not saying that it's going to make a difference, but it's just like my curiosity has to know what made you crash out. Like, what did you get and what did he get? I've never even, like, you get me? I don't even know how to explain that in words. Then we see another case in Chicago this time. In Chicago, thank God it's not Florida. That's all I can say. Thank God it's not Florida. And a man takes out his half brother. He takes this man about this earth. He said, you want to celebrate Jesus' birthday, Christmas? You about to say happy birthday in real life. Like, how? Nah, bro. Nah, this is just, it breaks my heart. I got siblings and we got a different mother. You get me? We both, but you can't bring us any closer. We still siblings. You gonna take me out? Nah, you gonna take me out? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna up it first. So don't even think about it. Cause you see how quick I'm gonna up it first. My shit right there. My shit right there. But it's like, I can't even imagine something like this. It breaks my heart to even see. I have not heard about this at all on social media, so I don't know the story. Let's get into this and see what happened in Chicago that drove a man to send his half brother to a Tupac concert. Like, nah. Shout out to Boozy, but nah, this is crazy, bro.
A man from Florida is charged with murder.
Yo, the caption says Chicago. The caption says Chicago. Florida, why? Florida, I really thought you had it this time. I was like, yo, you see? Florida ain't involved, it's lit. I read the caption. Caption says they popped off in Chicago. So now you tell him you let a Florida nigga get on a plane and he went and did some crazy shit to his half. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. This is crazy. Listen, why the beautifulest places like Los Angeles and Miami? Well, it's never Miami. Nah, all jokes aside, when you guys hear Florida, everybody's like, damn, niggas is bugging out outside of Disneyland. Damn, niggas is bugging out in Miami Beach. It's rare. It's rare. When these stories pop up, it's always a dude from like above Tampa, a nigga from Tallahassee, like somewhere in Jacksonville. I went to Jacksonville multiple times. I go once a year like a holiday when the Colts come to town. What else am I gonna do there? I even did the nightlife over there. I actually had a good time. We spent my birthday in Jacksonville. But there's not really that much to do. So I'm not saying I can see, but I can maybe understand on why these niggas is, I don't know, bro. But Alabama get boring too. Maybe there's just nobody else for them to pop on. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Murdering his half-brother on Christmas Day in unincorporated Naperville. 28-year-old Kendall Yarborough faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset when he couldn't find his cell phone and he slammed a card table on the floor. That's when authorities say Yarborough fired a gun toward Watson, shooting him in the stomach. Other family members were home at the time and they immediately called for help. Watson was taken to an area hospital.
Because I know what I just understood isn't the story that happened. I gotta hit this back. This nigga lost his phone, crazy, and while now you going crazy because you lost your phone and you got popped? Like, nah, hold on. I definitely misunderstood this. Let's go back.
28-year-old Kendall Yarborough faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset when he couldn't find his cell phone and he slammed a card table on the floor. That's when authorities say Yarborough fired a gun toward Watson, shooting him in the stomach. Other family members were home at the time and they immediately called for help. Watson was taken to an area hospital and pronounced dead. Yarborough was taken into custody without incident.
Now, all jokes aside, this is sick. What else is crazy is that, did he think he was saving the day? Like, hold on, I get it. Your brother might have been bugging out. I can't find my phone. Niggas ain't leaving until I find it. Slammed on the table. They said he took a card table. We don't even know how far in the process of the game they was. Like, imagine you had 3 aces in your hand or some shit. I don't even know how to play card games, but that just sounds like a hand that you would like to have. Imagine that. Imagine you playing, all right, let's bring it to a game that I played. Imagine you playing Monopoly and you finally almost done. You are finally almost finished. A dude can't find his phone and slaps the board over. Nah, that's gonna make you crash out. But to this level is crazy. I can understand somebody crashing out, but to this level, insane. But what I'm hearing from the story is like, did he think that he was saving the day on some Florida shit? That's the stuff. That's what happens too. Like, he was probably back against the wall. He heard so much about Chicago drilling and killing. His half brother started acting a little crazy. He backed it out. Florida man. Like, how do you even have a strap in Chicago if you from Florida? Like, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm playing this one more time.
Florida is charged with murdering his half-brother on Christmas Day in unincorporated Naperville. 28.
Also, let's say that rest in peace to his brother, bro. This man is 28. You see, I missed that too. 28 years old, and might kiss his life. Not even might. He's definitely gonna kiss his life away because everybody sounds like they They saw who did it. The proof was there. It's in the pudding. Like, he's gonna now have to prove what, self-defense? He hit me with the table when he flipped it over, and I didn't know what he was gonna do next. Is that the angle you can take? I would hate to be a lawyer that receives this across my desk. You have to work for that money.
8-year-old Kendall Yarborough faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset.
Well, why he got 2 counts of first-degree murder? That's another thing on why I'm confused. There's a whole bunch of things. Like, did somebody else get hit with the bullet too? Why you got 2 counts? I don't know how this works, but can someone explain to me on why he has 2 counts for first-degree murder?
DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset when he couldn't find his Kendall Yarborough faces 2 counts of first-degree murder.
2 counts.
DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset when he couldn't find his cell phone and he slammed a card table on the floor. That's when authorities say Yarborough fired a gun toward Watson, shooting him in the stomach. Other family members were home at the time and they immediately called for help. Watson was taken to an area hospital and pronounced dead. Yarborough was taken into custody.
What's crazy too is that, like, you got to be careful on how you act around people, because you ever heard like, oh, that nigga's all talk, he's not gonna do nothing, I know him. But you know him. Dudes around the situation might not know him like that. That's your half brother. I'm assuming you know him, but I'm just saying the word assuming. He's a Florida man. He was just there for the holidays is what I'm taking from this, because all this happened on Christmas Day. I didn't even hear them say Chicago at all. I don't know if the person writing the caption just felt bad for Florida and try to I don't know if they just felt bad for Florida and they try to save us or some shit. But I didn't even hear the word Chicago. Like, they ain't even say a Florida man was in town.
Florida is charged with murdering his half-brother on Christmas Day in unincorporated Naperville. 28-year-old Kendall Yarborough faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. DuPage County authorities say the victim, James Watson, became upset when he couldn't find his cell phone and he slammed a card table on.
Like, you get me? You're upset. You can't find your phone. I've seen people punch walls before. Thank God there's no mirror here, because I would have seen somebody else that punched a wall before. You get me? So things like that I've seen. You get me? I can understand somebody tweaking out, but in your head you're like, I'm not touching nobody. You're just an angry person and you're trying to take out your anger around. That's a kid. That's like what people doing like their teen years and stuff, don't really know how to express their emotions. So you can see somebody act out, but there might be adults that are doing things like that. Thank God. Now that you got to pay the security deposit, you have your own apartments and shit. You're not out here trying to punch walls and shit. Now you understand why your parents got so mad. Like, nah, we ain't out here punching walls, nigga. That's coming out of the security deposit. But was it a situation like that he might have just acted out? He probably does this a lot. He's one of the loud people. You everybody know that one loud ass cousin in their family. Like, that nigga ain't doing nothing. He's just over there screaming. Like, you get me? Everybody got that person in their fam. So was it a situation like that and homie don't really know him like that, or just doesn't be around him to that extent, felt threatened, backed out and shot and thought he was doing stand your ground, forgot that he wasn't at home, forgot that you wasn't even in Florida? Like, is this a stand your ground? I don't even know how Chicago laws work. Subscribe to the channel. Any more information that you guys have, please let me know. I try to watch this like 15 times to kind of understand this, and it's still super confusing. But tell me a story when you hear Florida man to start it off and it's not confusing. You're not like, how, why did that even happen? What? It's never a regular story when they start off the sentence with a Florida man. Let's just say that. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We surpassed 5,000 subscribers. We're on that way to 10,000. Sub up, sub up, sub up.